Well, thank you, Ben, for coming on the Red Carpet Round Table. I'm so excited to have you on our show and our podcast. I want to get into discussing what got you into baking.
Yeah, I'd be happy to tell you about that. So, so it all started when I was about 3 years old. I was making breakfast, like I was making pancakes with my dad, and then around four, I started mixing spices and started experimenting different recipes, and that kind of evolved into me baking.
And I've been watching your videos. You've been making all the cupcakes and the cakes
Yeah,
and all these ingredients. They look so delicious, by the way.
thank you so much.
How do you make up I want to say make up all the ingredients. Did it just come to your head, or if you
I
just
kind I kind of will take recipes that I see and I'll kind of mix them up with other recipes that I have or add some ingredients I want to add. And then I kind of try it out and see what happens.
wow, what's your next big baking that you're gonna do?
I have, I'm going to do little acts of kindness during the holidays.
Wow, amazing. Um, I want to talk about your hair because I saw you at the red carpet. You had your blue hair matching your shoes, your jacket. Um, was it you that came up with the idea, styling yourself? Can you go into details?
Yeah, so my favorite color, I love blue and I'll wear pretty much everything blue and one day I decided I want to dye my hair blue. And then it kind of just went with everything else that I liked and kind of just became who I am.
I liked your golden necklace, your blinging.
Thank you.
That's it was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. Of course, you were in the film The Lost and Found Cleveland. I really want to get into that if you like to. Um, what can you tell the audience about it?
It's definitely a heartwarming film. It it's it's a lot of different lives kind of intertwining and becoming one big family in the film.
Hmm. That's the one thing I like about it because we you become a whole family and it's like it's touching and
Yeah,
inspiring and kind of funny in my opinion. Um, and the list goes on. You worked with a lot of actors and actresses on that set. And I will mention her name because you're really close to her, Dot Marie. You were on
yeah.
the on the set with her, and it's amazing. By the way, I love Dot Marie, but um, it's amazing, amazing. And I just love the atmosphere. The film, it was funny and it was
Thank
outgoing,
you.
and touching. So congratulations. And
Thank you so much.
where can people watch it?
I do not know right now.
Okay. I'll have to come back and ask later in the future.
I do hope that that it is able to get in the theaters. That would be really cool.
Yes, I'm actually hoping as well because it was really good. I am just so proud of the whole cast, including you.
Thank you
You were
so much.
amazing. So, um, acting wise, what attracted you to get into acting?
Um, it so when I went on Kids Baking Championship,
Hmm.
it it was kind of, in my opinion, kind of feel like a show. Well, it was a show, but it kind of felt like a movie by itself.
Hmm. Hmm.
And and then after that, we got back home, and then Double G Films reached out to my principal, and then my principal sent it to my parents, and then we figured that we'll see what it is and we'll try it out, and it turned out I was exactly what Double G Films was looking for.
That's amazing. Um, what's your dream role?
My my dream role would be probably a role where me, Dot Marie Jones, and Gene Squibb could all be together in in a movie, like always filming together.
Hmm.
That'd be so cool.
I somehow I knew you were gonna say Dot Murray. I just knew it.
I also it'd be really cool if we could do something if there could be a movie where it was something that involved baking and acting together.
Hmm. Hmm.
That'd be really cool.
You never know. It can happen, and you could be the first one.
Yeah,
I really believe it. I really believe it because you're baking. You know, when you're live on your Instagram and you're showing your baking, when you're showing your pictures, it looks so delicious that I want to put my
thank
I wish I could put my
thank you.
hand through the screen and just grab a bite of the food that you're making. It's so good. Makes me
My goal
hungry.
my goal as a baker is I want to be the first kid to beat Bobby Flay.
Wow. I think you can do it. I don't want to say I think. I
Me
know
too.
you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Um, what is your favorite genre that you like to act in, like in film and TV show?
I like comedy. I like comedy. Um, Fiction, like sci-fi kind of movies too. That's really
Hmm.
cool. Those are probably some of my favorites.
Amazing. I love sci-fi movies. And what's your favorite sci-fi?
Um, it's kind of it's a I don't I haven't been watching too many recently,
Hmm.
but before so I don't have any really in my mind right now. But I used to watch them a lot,
Hmm.
and I still do. I just haven't watched them.
Right.
I do like Marvel because it has a lot of like magic and that kind of stuff.
I
I
love,
kind of like that too.
since you brought up Marvel, I'm a big fan of Marvel. What's your favorite Marvel movie?
Ooh, I think I gotta go with Avengers Endgame.
Oh, yes. Yes. I was so sad it ended. I was watching
Yes.
the beginning and then at the very end, I'm not emotional, but at the very end of the Avengers Endgame, I cried in the movie theater. It's
Yeah.
because I couldn't believe it ended. It was like
Yeah.
it was just I don't know. And the one thing I don't know if you agree at the Avengers Endgame movie when all the superheroes came out and helped win the war, that was just
Yeah.
amazing. It was just
It was so powerful and all that stuff.
yes, it was very powerful. I was so I don't know how to describe it, but so happy. My skin was giving me
Yeah.
chills, my hair was sticking up.
Same.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Um, probably know the answer, but I want to ask if you could be on a baking show with any actor or actress, who would it be? Two people. I would say two people.
Could I do like show hosts as well?
Yes, yes.
Then definitely Duff Goldman.
Mm-hmm.
I love Duff Goldman and probably Bobby Flay as well.
Wow. I love those two people. A lot of people may be wondering who are watching you and following you. Do you see yourself potentially in the future? Is your dream to have your own baking shop?
Baking shop. That's always what I've wanted to happen. I've always wanted to have my own bakery.
Well, I can't wait for it because I'm gonna come and get your food and eat it. Because you're doing a fabulous job,
Thank you
and
so much.
you're very welcome. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself 5 years. I see myself. hopefully in more films. Maybe it'd be really cool if I was even able to get into a show or a movie with Marvel. That'd be like my dream.
You never know. You never know. And what is your dream role in a Marvel?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good question. My dream role in a Marvel movie, probably I want to play maybe Spider Man. I like Spider Man.
Hmm.
There's a lot of character in his role.
Yeah, I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is amazing. I like Superman, but that's not Marvel, so I can't I can't say that. Um, I want to get more into depth in acting because I know a lot of people are wondering, as being an actor, it's so tough, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, for you as a young actor, and this is a good question I'm asking you this is because how do you manage going to school, doing audition, and being on set and traveling? How do you manage your life? Because a lot of young actors and actors out there who are looking up to you and saying, I want to be an actor, but I have school, I'm homework. How do you manage that? What's your advice?
Um, I always feel blessed and so appreciative from support from my family, from my friends. Even when I'm having a hard day, my family and friends will always be there to support me, and that always like gives me the extra boost that I need to get through that.
That's true to have support and family and friends. 100%. You gotta have support.
Yeah.
Um, as for yourself, how do you prepare yourself for auditions?
Um, I'll always take a little bit of time before an audition and just remember that even if you can try, but even if you don't get the role, it might not be because they don't like you. It might just be because you're not what they're looking for. And as long as I know that, and if I don't make it, I know that that's most likely the reason. It's not because they just don't like me. And I always keep an open mind for whatever's gonna happen.
I like that response. I really do
Thank
because
you.
it's your answer is 100% spot on. It's like it's not about your looks. It may not be the person that they're looking for, but
Yeah.
you just keep going, keep fighting, and just keep audition for the next role, keep auditioning, keep
Yep.
auditioning. So that's 100%. I like that
Be
message.
really
Thank you.
persistent.
100%. Um, as an actor, as yourself, is what is the most challenging role you ever taken so far?
Probably the one with Lost and Found in Cleveland.
Hmm.
There was a lot of there was a lot of go 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 that I'm not that used to, and definitely the emotions of Charlie, the role that I play.
Hmm.
A lot of emotion in Charlie, and it's just it can be hard sometimes.
So I want to get into more into that
Yeah,
because a lot of people may be wondering what you're meaning go go go. So let's go into that. What do you mean like go go go? Was there no break or was there just constant you're on the set action, okay, cut, you have to change or something. What was
yeah.
happening?
So there was a lot of when I say go go go, I don't mean that there's no breaks. They gave me plenty of breaks to calm down and make sure I'm ready for the next one. And what I also mean when I say go 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 is that because I'm a kid actor, I
Hmm.
still have to get my school in. So whenever whenever I'm not filming, I rush to a room with my tutor, and then it's in 20-minute sections. So if they pull me out at 19 minutes, it doesn't count, and I would have to restart it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's hard. And then there is a lot of changing outfits for different roles, and then there's a lot of moving set to set.
Mm-hmm.
But my teachers and all of the crew was very supportive of me, knowing that I'm still just a kid.
Right. That's true. But you're having fun. That's the
Having
number one
so much
thing,
fun.
right? And that's to me it's mind blowing that you have 15 minutes to change. I thought it'd be a little longer than that. That you don't have you can't stop and talk and chat. You have to hurry up and go, go, go. And it's I hear you. It's kind of, you know, how to describe it. It's like a rush. Like it's a rush. Like you want to sit down and like, wait, everybody stop. I want to sit for a minute, but you can't. You have to just go, go, go.
Something that kept me going,
Uh-huh.
and I love Gatorade. So something that kept me going. I love blue Gatorade. Whenever, whenever I'm, whenever I'm in the middle of a take, I'm like, give me a second. Let me get some blue Gatorade,
I
and it
love
kept
blue
me
Gatorade.
going.
It gives you energy. Gatorade does give you energy.
Yeah.
Whoever made Gatorade, thank you. We love you, Gatorade.
Yes.
You know, um, one thing I want to mention is like you are we're going a little bit off topic now, but into your karate. You do karate.
I
And
do.
me personally, I used to do karate. And I almost made it to I almost made it to black belt, but I quit. So that's my fault. But karate for you is what got you into karate?
Uh, when I was when I was around 3, um, we start. My parents started looking for something that I could do as a little kid because there wasn't many things around.
Hmm.
And and then they found my martial arts school. We tried it out and I loved it. And then I kept going. I've been doing it for over 8 years now. I started when I was 3 and I'm 11, so I'm doing it for about 8 years. I go 4 to 5 times a week, and I'm very happy because I have made it to black belt.
Wow, congratulations. You
Thank
never
you.
know. You could be on the Karate Kid movie.
That'd be awesome.
Never know, never know. Um, I really want to go into back into baking. Let's dig deep into that. And baking takes a lot of patience and
Yeah.
making sure you don't mess up on the ingredients and the timing. As yourself, as a young baker, as a kid baker, sorry, how do you how do you have patience, measuring and waiting for the oven to toast to be done and all that stuff. How do you just be in that focus moment? Because I know me personally, I suck at banking, so I can admit that. But you know, because you have to look at the menu, like, okay, we need to pour 2 cups of this, and then you have to do this, and you mix it, and then it's like by the time you get halfway down the menu, you're like, why am I doing this? I'm done. I'm not gonna do this anymore, right? So how do you find patience to just keep going?
Um, Most of my patience comes because I love science and baking goes into science a lot.
Hmm.
But I also just love baking, and a lot of that comes because I love baking, and I know in the end it's all going to be worth it.
Right. 100%. I totally agree with you. You know, I want to go back to the very beginning when you mentioned I'm on Dot Marie because I did watch you live when you were both baking and cooking. It was amazing turnout. Um, and when you guys, what? Go into more details a little bit about because I'm pretty sure a lot of people may not have been watching that. What were you guys making, and can you talk a little about that?
We were making my favorite thing to bake. In fact, my chocolate cake.
I love chocolate
Um,
cake.
And so we made the cake. We made the cake. I cannot tell you what's in it. I have a secret ingredient. Um, and we started making that, and then it just got there was so much fun, and she was really good at baking too.
Wow. So the only person that knows your secret ingredient is Dot Marie. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, I thought you could tell us, but I understand. We forgive you. I forgive you. One day maybe. Um, but I love chocolate cake. It's so delicious. It's my favorite cake actually.
Yeah.
Um, I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That sounds horrible, right? But
If you want, I could totally bake for you.
yes, please do. I love to. Yes, please, please. I would love that. Um, Now, as yourself, as a young Ben. Let's talk about you. What's your favorite hobby? What do you do for fun when you're not acting, when you're not baking? What do you do?
When I'm not baking, acting, or doing taekwondo, and I get home from school, I recently started liking table tennis a lot.
Hmm.
So, and and I normally play that, and I practice a little bit. It's normally what I
Wow.
do. It's really fun.
I love tennis, but I'm not good at it. I'm horrible. I really am horrible. I really am. Um, I, but what's your next upcoming acting project?
Um, hmm. Um, right now, I don't think I have anything right now, um, but I am hoping something really soon that could definitely be a new project, and I'd be really happy with that.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to see the next project of your next film or TV show. And I know my la in my next question, you were on a baking show. Is that correct?
Yes, I was.
I forgot to mention that. Just came to my. What can you tell about it? I bet it was so much fun being on the
It was
show.
it was so much fun. I was on Food Network on Kids Baking Championship.
Hmm.
I was on there for season 10 with Duff Goldman and Valerie Bertinelli as the host.
Wow.
And then I got called back about a year later for a Thanksgiving special. It's called Gobble Goodies.
Hmm.
Uh, Duff Goldman hosts that. And then I also went back a little bit later to host with Duff Goldman this time for a type of Where Are You Now kind of special.
Wow. Amazing. Because I usually watch the show and it's I'm so impressed with all the talented bakers that are on the show and they're making all the food and then it's like everybody has their own mindset of their design of the cakes or etc. And to me I'm mind blowing how that the arctic of a baker um how
Yes.
they want to design the cake or the cupcake or the cookie or the food. It's really amazing. Since the holiday is coming up, um, what is your favorite food you like to bake for Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Ooh. My favorite thing to bake for Thanksgiving, this one I will normally bake with my dad because we love doing it together. We'll make pumpkin pie, or sometimes I make other types of pie,
Hmm.
but we normally always will make a pumpkin pie.
That sounds so good. How
I
about
also
Chris? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I also have a little joke. I was making a turkey cake to look like a turkey, and I was gonna call it Tom. And then one time it went a little south, and then we decided to call it Mott.
And if you mind me asking, why did it go a little south?
I think it's just because I think the buttercream is a little too soft.
Hmm.
Um, and the wet ingredients kind of made it like a little too soft to be able to work with.
Hmm.
So I think
Wow.
that's kind of what made it go south.
Oh, right. How about Christmas?
Ooh, Christmas. Um, hmm. I'll normally I'll normally um always normally make a cake, maybe some cupcakes. Every year I do try and mix it up and add something different.
Hmm.
Um, I also have an airbrush. I like to use my airbrush, and I might do that on top of like cream puffs. My aunt really loves cream puffs, so I'll normally make those as well.
I love cream puffs. They're so good. I can't stop eating them. They're so delicious. It's the words can't describe it. Um, Ben, where can everybody find you on social media?
I am on Instagram. My Instagram tag is baked by Ben, and then NJ for New Jersey.
And everybody can please follow Ben on Instagram, everybody, and please support Ben. And Ben,
Thank you.
thank you for coming on the Red Carpet Roundtable. And I can't wait to have you back on here to talk about more about your baking and more about your shows and movies.
Thank you so much for having me.
And before I let you go, I forgot to ask you this is what's your advice for anybody out there who wants to get into baking and acting?
Um, I would I would say don't give up. Always
Hmm.
always keep going because even like if you have a bad thing like Mott, um, try it again or mix something up. And my main thing is follow your dreams and spread kindness and be kind.
I love that message. Thank you, Ben. You're right. Don't give up on your dream, but definitely spread kindness and love. That is a really good message. I like that. And I'm a big passion about spreading kindness and spreading love. And it's true. Smile to people and you never know it could impact them.
Yeah.
100%, Ben. Thank you for sharing that. And of course, you mentioned her name so many times, so shout out to Dot Marie. And but thank you, Ben. Thank you so much for coming on the Red Carpet Roundtable. I cannot wait to have you back on the Red Carpet Roundtable.
Thank you for having me here.
You're
I
very
was
welcome. And
so
I look,
happy to be here.
yes, thank you so much. I'm so happy to finally get to chat with you and talk to you and have you on. And myself, we and my co-host, we love to have you back on.
Be awesome.
Thank you again, Ben, and you have a good one.
You too.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much.